Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Season 27 of the Pokemon NASCAR series. Today, we're once again night racing here in Atlanta Motor Speedway for the running of the NASCAR Heat Evolution 500. Atlanta has been one of the longest running tracks on the schedule, and it has moved up to the third race of the season. Before it was in the middle of the tour around the American tracks, but now we set it up to now that the schedule is set up to mostly what the Sprint Cup is. Atlanta is now race number 3, and it's our second straight night race this season. Our last two races were, of course, Daytona and Orlando, both in Florida. Now we head up to Atlanta for our third race of the season, and more importantly, it is our first speedway race of season 27. Before we had two super speedways that were in the opposite directions of each other, and now we're back to turning left, but this time at Hotlanta. Get it? Let's get to the starting lineup as Leia Walker starts on the pole today in the 98, and Joshua Sekully is on the front row. Pichu and Ahmad Setyawan start in row 2. Paul Barber and Ryan Acosta start in row 3. Amari Stoudemire Jr. and DJ Curtis, who won in Orlando last race, starts in row 4. And Ryan Casey and Sidney Orchard, Josh Crash and Ryan Casey start in row 5, and Orchard starts 11th. And here's how the rest of the field starts off. I'm not going to go through every name, but you can find your name where you start. You can pause the video to see where you are starting up today. And now let's take you down trackside for the command to fire up the engines at Atlanta.
Drivers, start your engines!
There's the command. Really loud, but we're underway. The race underway. Back to night racing again, and this time is at Atlanta Motor Speedway. 33 laps here, and this fun oval. That's sure going to be a really exciting battle here. It's only the third race of the season, but a lot of these drivers are looking for that win. The pace car is going to come down pit road. Here we go. The green flag is out, and the NASCAR Heat Evolution 500 is green. There's leader Leia Walker off to a good start. There's Ryan Acosta going down low. And Acosta now leads. I should say Acosta won in Orlando. I said DJ Curtis won. My apologies. Curtis did win the Daytona 500 this season, but it was Acosta that won the last race in Orlando. So my apologies there. Stoudemire Jr. is now the leader, and here comes Josh Crash as the leads are changing every turn. And that's what makes this track really exciting. Also, the occasional three-wide battles. Even though this is not a super speedway, it kind of feels like one. Oh man, one driver is on the apron. I just saw one driver get on the apron. That was Sam Rogers. Now they're four wide. Oh, contact. 47. Side contact. Wow. 47 Kyle Collins nearly caused a big crash. Wow, close call. Very close call. Still 3 wide. Leaders pulled away, and that is Joseph Lombard. Has led his first laps in the Pokemon NASCAR series. So, N2SC4R Joseph Lombard is the leader, looking for his first career win. Believe it or not, he competed in the earlier seasons of the MLP Cup Series and actually got a win there. Back when we had the MLP Cup Series, a very old series, that was one of my first ones I did, aside from Pokemon NASCAR. Back when it was known as the Pokemon Cup Series, or even after it was known as the Pichu Cup Series. Yeah, I was new to NR Town 3 at the time, so didn't know much better, but now racing has gotten much more improved since our very first season, and already 27 seasons in the making, which is incredible. Oh no, spin! And there we go. Big crash. John Arnott and Josh Crash are flipping. And that will bring out the caution. Hopefully these guys in the front don't wreck. They're 3 wide still. And Sam Rogers has taken the race lead. Rogers, by the way, was the driver that went below the apron a couple laps ago, but he saved it. So what a way to come back from a near scare. Oh no! 2 cars in the wall. Paul Barber and Avi Sachs. They didn't spin, but they got in the wall, and I'm not sure who else was involved. We have to see, I think the 70. Oh, wow. There it is. 78 was involved in the 20. I might have gotten a bit of damage. Jacob Lawler might have forced the 1. Oh, wow. He was caught in the middle right there with Acevedo and Paul Barber, and he forced Sachs up in the wall, and I think the 20 of Kremika Jasin got damage. That wasn't the caution, though. There was a huge crash in turn 2 involving John Arnott and Josh Crash. It was ugly. Here's what happened. There is John Andrews, and he dumped the 24. And then Arnott went into the rest of the field, and there is where he flipped. Josh Crash was also flipping. A couple cars were involved in the wreck. Wow. There they are. Josh Crash and John Arnott went on a ride here in Atlanta. And now the heat has been turned up. Looks like we had pit stops. And let's see if Lopez stayed out. No, he came out first. Everybody came to pit. And Anthony Lopez, who came from, last scored in 4th, came out first on pit road. Sam Rogers took a big drop after the pits. Not so great. Yikes. Wow. Lopez was out, then Pichu. Kev Shear moves up from 15th to 3rd on pit road, so his pit crew was real fast. Smart and Thoreau in the top 5. Thoreau was 16th. An impressive comeback, now in the top 5. Great job. For some of these guys, these pit stops were important. By the way, Lombard was credited as the leader on pit road. How strange is that? He's going to be restarting in, I think, 10th. So Rogers doesn't even get in the top 10 after pit road. Wow. Pretty bad stop on the 31. And wow. John Arnott was the only car lapped after that wreck. Nobody retired. How weird is that? Nobody retired. Crazy. But we're going to get back to the green flag next time by. In this long race, Lopez leads. 2 laps down is John Arnott. He'll start in the back, though, so he won't affect the leaders for now. Green flag waves again in Atlanta. There's the marks. You see where the wreck was in turn 2. Pichu, though, gonna go for the race lead. And Pichu has taken the lead already. And who's gonna lead that lap, by the way? Looks like Shear went on the bottom. Pichu, though, barely led that lap. But 3 wide and Cody Smart. What a run. He gets in the lead. There's Stonemeyer Jr. on the bottom. Here he comes. And Lopez wants that lead back for sure. 3 wide again. They're back to where they were. Stoudemire, by the way, led that lap. Hoping to win for the first time in his new team. He was formerly one of Hedrick's best drivers, has now moved to Penske in the Blue Deuce. Lopez now in the new 77. That new team from Furniture Row has yet to win a race. This might be the day they could. The 78, their last win came in last season's Daytona 500. That was the team's only victory of the season. Now Lopez trying to bounce back for the team. Hopes to win again. Stoudemire Jr. has been one of the toughest drivers in the league, and he is, not surprisingly, in the lead. Kev Shear in second has stayed with Front Row for a long time. Now he looks to get another victory with the team. And we saw that Emmanuel Harnett he got into contact with the driver. Oh man, 4 wide in the front. Oh boy. Now they're beating and banging. They're 4 wide again. Last time we saw this, it didn't go well. And somehow, some way, we're able to calm down and keep racing. Wow. Close call. Stoudemire builds up the lead. Smart second. And now third place is Ahmad Setyawan. Setyawan, one of the unknown drivers in all of Entertown 3, making his debut season. And it would be impressive he could win in his third start. Stoudemire really has built up a gap. Stoudemire really wants to put this race out of reach. If a caution comes out, it's going to be a dogfight to the finish. How about Zachary Fitzwater making his way to the top 5? Joseph Lombard going to go for third place. Battling with Dylan Thoreau, and here comes lap traffic. John Arnott going to get in front of the 2. Going to lose momentum. He's lost a little bit of gap, but Stoudemire goes by. Joseph Lombard out of nowhere is second. Trying to use the advantage he brought from the 24. Now Josh crash lapped. Oh, he's in the middle. He's going to hold up the 2. Lombard to the lead. And second place is Annie Thomas. Now Thomas goes for the race lead. Ooh, a little contact. They went by another lap car. 34, that's Elijah Gordon. And Lombard has built a bit of a gap. Wow, what a twist. The lap traffic, we knew it was going to be a factor today. Oh, there's a crash near turn 4. Couple cars involved. And John Arnott, Kev Shear, Dylan Thoreau, one other car hit. Oh, Mitchell Carter's upside down. And this is going to change everything. So Lombard leads to the yellow, and it's going to set up a dogfight to the finish. Oh my goodness. Now they'll be pitting under yellow, and they should be good to go till the end. But man, was it a big crash in turn 4. Was this caused by lap traffic? Doesn't look like it. We saw how aggressive Kyle Collins was in the early stages, and he took out the 41, and there's the 14 getting taken out by the 18, and a big crash. That's how the wreck happened. Wow, Kyle Collins, we saw him a couple laps ago. He was beating and banging everybody, and now he just took out the 41. Wow, it's like Collins just couldn't control his car, and all this happened. There's Mitchell Carter, hard hit on Paul Barber, and he is going for a wild ride. Wow. And that's the crash there. A lot of cars involved with damage. We'll see if anybody's going to come down pit road at this time. We all know what happened with Sam Rogers last time when he was leading, and then pit stops came up. he didn't do so great. Lombard hopes to get out first on pit road and stay as the leader. There you see the cars with damage off pit road already. They'll race again, but with major damage and possible implications for the last couple laps. And Lombard is going to be out first. So Joseph Lombard has kept the lead. And it was a whoa! Oh, man. It wasn't even close, by the way, racing off pit road. And you saw that Ahmad he just got into his teammate. Off pit road, he got into his teammate right there. That's probably going to cost him. Yikes. Don't know if they saw that the 15 was coming, but with a little damage there, that could decide this. Now lap traffic's going to be in front. That's the 78 of Jacob Lawler. Oh, wow. Now it's going to be an interesting fight to the finish. The question is, will this affect Lombard's chance to win today? We'll have 9 to go back to green when we get that green. Let's see. There's the cars retired on the right of your screen. Those are the cars that are out of the race. Green flag. It looks like that 78 got a jump. Third place is Jared Lewis. He's worked his way up because of pit stops. Question is, will Lombard get by? He will, and they'll get by the 78. Here comes Thomas. Thomas wants this win. And Annie Thomas is now your leader. Jared Lewis wants to win too. Now fourth place is Joseph Romanuk. Romanuk has caught up to the drivers. Fifth place is William Brock. A lot of drivers really wanting to win this season, and we don't know who's going to be able to take the checkers. Lewis out in front. Second is Romanuk. 2 cautions so far. You see, there's still debris in turn 1. I just saw a little debris in turn 1. I'm not sure how this is not affecting any of our leaders. Huh. Obviously, the field is now separate. But anything could happen. Joseph Romanuk now leads. Lombard wants it back, though. He will get it back. Lombard against Romanuk. And Joseph is back in front. Who knows? This could be his best chance to win a race this season. If he does, I'm sure that the N2SC4 fan club will be very excited and very joyed. That he would win a race. But has to hold off the pack first. Romanuk and Brock in second and third. And Acevedo has worked his way up to the top 5. 4 laps to go in Atlanta. William Brock, he wants the lead. Here he comes. Can he get enough run in turn 1? Oh, Lombard is just trying his hardest to stay in line, trying to stay as the leader. And he does. Nice job by Joseph Lombard to keep the lead, even though he was pushed up high. The question is, will he make it in 3 laps? Just 3 to go here at Atlanta. And Lombard wished he had a caution because now the 7 has the lead. Brock gets by this time and will stick. Now Jared Lewis wants the lead. Coming to 2 to go. Lombard fighting hard. Now Lewis down low, 3 wide. Lap traffic up ahead. This will decide who wins it. And Thomas. Very slow in turn 2. Or maybe she's trying to slow down because of the 15. Either way, here comes the 15. Holds up the 22. And William Brock is away. Coming to the white flag. William Brock uses the lap car to his advantage, and the white flag is out. No lap, well, one more lap car, and I'm not sure if they're going to catch up to him in time. Acevedo going to battle for second, but Lombard is going to come up short either way. He does get there, but coming off 2 turns to go. Final turn now, and William Brock, he's back in victory lane again. He wins the NASCAR Evolution 500 at Atlanta. He needed a lap traffic, but William Brock did it. He's back in victory lane. What a finish. It was all decided on lap traffic. That car, Josh Crash, had slowed down his other competitors and allowed Brock to escape and pull out to a victory. There it is again. Jared Lewis. It looked like he was going to make a pass on the 7 machine, and then Josh Crash came along and ruined his chances right there. Yeah. Well, I guess Lewis is going to be very furious at the 15 after this race. In a race that should have been his, but obviously lap traffic just got in the way. But anyway, William Brock has won again. He won last season at the Glen in the 7, and now he returns to the same team he won that race with last season, and he is a winner again. So William Brock is back in victory lane once more at Atlanta. And it took lap traffic, but still got it done when he needed to. And that is it from Atlanta. And here's the results from the race. And a couple cars, only 10 car. Wait, no, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8 cars finished. 8 cars retired. A couple others were a lap down, but still pretty good race. As Brock wins here at Atlanta, we will see at our next race, and it'll be Richmond. So hope you'll join us for our first short track of the season, as these cars will take on Richmond. And we will see you there, as we're now going to join William Brock in victory lane today. There he is. William Brock celebrates a win in Atlanta. And we will see you at Richmond in our next race.